Welcome back to the channel, everyone. In today's video, we're going to be working on the Ford Mustang GT. It's been here for a while, and most of you guys have been waiting for it, so it's finally time to get started on it. So the first thing we're going to do is start on this rear quarter panel. As you can see up here, the trunk is jammed up into the glass, and it's causing it not to open. I think it's actually open right now, and it's not coming up. So to get started on this, we're going to go ahead and strip down this rear deck lid, take it off, pull out this glass. We're not going to do any pulling today because Ben was going to help me with this, but unfortunately he had other things to do. So in today's video, we're just going to be stripping this thing down and seeing what we need to do. Okay, so in order to get this trunk open, we're going to have to pull this deck lid back. As you can see, it's striking into the quarter panel here. It's not allowing it to go up. And here's where the actual contact was with whatever it was. What I'm gonna do now is go ahead and clean this paint off. That way we can weld a little piece of metal in here and use that to pull this trunk out. That way we can open it up, and so we can straighten up any sort of inner structure and kind of put it in its spot. All right guys, check that out. We got it welded on there nice and solid. Made sure that that top corner was welded on really good, and that bottom corner. That way we could pull this big kink out right here. So now we're just gonna go ahead and start pulling and see what happens. All right guys, check that out. I got the trunk open, and now I can go ahead and start taking off these tail lights and this rear bumper. I'm also gonna go ahead and pull this deck lid off and some of this inside trim right here. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. So I got the rear bumper off and the tail lights and the rear fender liner. If we take a look inside, you can see the rail does not look like it took any damage. It's really just this upper tail light section here. And we can see that it just comes off right here. This back section here can be saved. It's just bent a little bit there. But doesn't look like anything else besides this part that holds the trunk has been damaged. And you can see it disconnects right here. I'm gonna pull all this wiring and stuff out. That way none of it's in the way. And the next step is also gonna be to cut out this rear glass and this corner glass. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that right now. I got the glass cut out, and I had to be very careful with this blade right here not to butt into this quarter panel right over here, especially on the other side, because this thing right here could easily go through the metal at the right angle. So you really got to be careful when you're doing something like that, and around that light right there, because that thing would have busted pretty easily. But now that we got that out of the way, I'm also going to cut out this glass. I don't know how I'm going to cut it out, but we're going to figure it out. I'm guessing that this just pulls back right here and peels off right there. It's got some screws right here, so it's kind of making me think that this glass is screwed in, or maybe this is just for the seal. So we're gonna go ahead and pop that off and see what's underneath. Now that we got this piece off, we can start cutting from in here, and then I think from inside there, I should be able to cut it out. So I got that side cut out, and I'm gonna have to cut this side out from the inside. And to do that, I'm gonna have to get all this plastic out of the way. And I'm gonna go ahead and strip down as much interior as I can to get it out of the way. That way we don't damage anything. Also over there, we're gonna be doing some welding near those trim pieces. So we're gonna go ahead and take all this stuff off. All right, check that out, guys. I got everything stripped out. Now I have perfect access from the inside to cut this window out. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut that out. And I think we're pretty much done here. All right, guys, so check that out. I got this glass cut off. I had to remove this drip row right here. It was kind of getting in the way. And I think when we install the quarter panel, we're gonna be splicing it in right here. That way there's minimal body work. And as you can see, I got everything stripped out from the interior. I don't think it's worth it to pull this whole headliner out. We can just put a welding blanket in there, covering all these seats and everything once we're welding. So this thing is pretty much ready to start doing the framework on it. When Yuri gets back, which is probably going to be Monday, we will start on the framework. I know it's a short video, guys, but this is pretty much all I could get done without Yuri here. Ben was too busy working on his McLaren, so he couldn't help me with it. But I think I got some pretty good progress done. So if you like the content, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe.